Welcome to the TDS multimedia training video on the managedIP web portal. The web portal provides access to all subscribed features and services, personal profiles, and web-based contextual help from any internet-connected personal computer. You can access the web portal from Microsoft Internet Explorer and Mozilla Firefox by pointing your web browser to mya.tdsmanagedip.com. The web portal login screen prompts you to enter in your username and password, both of which have been provided by TDS. If at any time in the future you forget your password, you can automatically reset it by clicking Forgot Password. In order for this feature to work, you must enter in your email in your profile, which we will cover later in this video. You will also notice a link to the user guide and support site. If you need additional assistance, click here and a second window will appear that routes you directly to all support materials for your managedIP service. You can minimize or exit this window at any time. Let's log in by typing in your username and password and clicking Login. If this is the first time logging into the web portal, you will be prompted to change your password. To do this, enter in your existing password and the new password of your choice. Please note that your password must be at least 8 characters and may not contain your user ID or old password. In addition, it must contain at least one number, 1 uppercase, and 2 lowercase characters. It cannot be reversed of the old password, and it will expire every 120 days. If you have entered in the wrong password 5 consecutive times, your account will be disabled and you will need to contact your administrator to proceed or reset your password at the login screen. When finished, click Save. This will route you to your managedIP web portal. Now that you have logged into your web portal, you will be presented with the Options menu on the left, which will drive the content that is displayed in your main window. There are also links in the upper right-hand portion of your web portal for Call Manager, if you have subscribed to this service, and a link to your managedIP user group. We highly recommend clicking on the user group link and signing up for emails that will provide you with user tips on how to use your system and also any notifications regarding your services going forward. The first option menu item that we are going to cover is the announcements. This page will provide you with up-to-date product notifications and help functions. This page is updated often, and we recommend that you check here for product updates and notifications. The second option menu item that we're going to cover is Profile. The 3 main areas of focus will be user information, passwords, and time schedules. User information lets you add or update your personal information. Enter in your last name and first name here if your administrator has not done it for you yet. In addition, we suggest that you fill out this information because it populates certain fields in your company directory, such as your mobile phone number, which will enable click to dial to those accessing the directory. Populating your email address will allow you to use the reset password function in the event you forget your password in the future. Scrolling down to the Change Password section allows you to change your web portal or voice portal passwords. To change either password, type in your current password and then your new password twice. If you have subscriptions to the managedIP Assistant toolbar, which uses the same password as the web portal, you will also have to change that password the next time you log in. If you would like to automatically generate a password, click the Generate button. It is important that you remember your password for future logins to the web portal and activate your toolbar. Also note that your voice portal password should be between 5 and 8 numeric characters and may not contain your phone number or extension number, or be an expired password or the reverse of an old password. Like your web portal password, your voice portal password will expire every 120 days. Scrolling down to time schedules, this is where you would access, add, or modify time schedule entries. Time schedules enable you to route calls based on time of day, for example during business hours, holidays, or weekend. Time schedules can be used in conjunction with personal service features such as selective call acceptance and rejection, sequential ring, and priority alert. You will use time schedules anytime you want your incoming calls to flow differently than the standard way. Your administrator may have already established time schedules for you that you can use. To add additional time schedules, click on Add Time Schedules and enter in a name such as Weekly Managers Meeting. Next, select the start day that you would like to apply this time schedule for. For example, I have a weekly managers meeting every Wednesday from 10 o'clock until 11:30 a.m. You can add additional time schedules, such as business hour schedules or an after-hours schedules, by clicking Add. Now your time schedule will be available to all service features that can be executed with time and day routing. You can add, edit, or delete time schedules here. Remember, if you made any changes to the profile screen, hit Save before continuing. The managedIP system provides you with powerful tools to customize your system. This will help you provide better customer service, increased productivity, and allow you to do your job more effectively. The next section we will cover is Services, which will allow you to customize your personalized service. Let's go to Services and highlight and click on All Services. There are 4 areas we will focus on in this screen: incoming calls, outgoing calls, call control, and messaging. The incoming call section is where you can enable and disable features like call forwarding, find me, follow me, and do not disturb. Please note that you will only see the features and services that you have subscribed to from TDS. Let's begin with a general overview of basic features and services. As you can see, next to each feature is a status indicator letting you know if it is turned on or off. The format for the majority of the incoming call features is the same: turning the feature on and off, entering in a telephone number, and setting your options. Call forwarding no answer is a perfect example. Turn the feature on, enter the call forward destination, and set the option for the number of rings. To activate any changes you have made, be sure to click Save. While you are probably familiar with many of the features like call forwarding always and do not disturb, there are probably a few that you are not familiar with, like priority alert, selective call acceptance, simultaneous ring personal, and ComPilot Express. This is where the context-based help comes into play. To learn about a particular feature or service from anywhere in your web portal, simply remember, hover, and click. If you hover on a feature such as priority alert, a brief description of the feature will appear. Click on the linked word and you will get a pop-up screen with the help text providing you step-by-step instructions or a flash video where available. You can view or print the setup instructions, and when you're finished, close your web browser window. Selective routing lets you accept, reject, or forward calls based on time of day and incoming caller line ID. For these features, you will need to set up a time schedule, which are discussed in the profile section of this video. If you have not already created a time schedule, you can do so by clicking on Profile and scrolling down to Time Schedules. We are going to cover adding a selective call acceptance profile, which will allow calls to ring through to your phone with predefined criteria and send all other callers to voicemail. To configure and enable a selective call acceptance profile, click on the Edit and then Add Rule. Give the profile a name such as Weekly Managers Meeting and select your time schedule that you have created for this meeting. Now, you can decide what calls will be routed using this profile: all numbers, specific phone numbers, or private and unavailable numbers. Because this is a meeting profile and I only want certain people to be able to reach me while I'm in this meeting, I am going to route calls based on a specific number by clicking this choice. You can enter up to 12 unique 10-digit phone numbers, such as an important customer, a coworker, or a manager, and then click Save. You will now see that your selective call acceptance is on. Anyone who travels, works in multiple offices, or has several communication devices knows the advantages of Find Me, Follow Me services. In the beginning, Call Forward No Answer was viewed as the traveler's best friend, but that feature pales in comparison to the next two features we are going to cover: Sequential Ring and Simultaneous Ring Personal. Sequential Ring allows you to configure up to 5 additional location numbers where you can be reached, allowing you to set the order and number of rings for each location. Callers will hear a message when calling your office number indicating the phone system is trying to locate you and gives them the option to discontinue the search and be sent to your voicemail. The feature can be active for all incoming calls or calls based on time of day or caller line ID. To configure the service, click Edit. Enter the phone numbers that you want to ring in the proper order, along with the numbers of rings per device. Then, assign the rules to this feature. Click Add Rule. Give the profile a name and select your time schedule. Most people will use Sequential Ring all the time. However, some may want it during business hours only. We are going to select the all-day, every-day schedule. Now you can decide what calls will be routed using this profile: all numbers, private or unavailable numbers, or a specific phone number. We will choose all numbers and click Save. As a side note, please remember that voicemail pickup looks the same to Sequential Ring as if you were answering the phone. So remember to set the number of rings for each device to less than the number of rings before voicemail pickup. For example, if your mobile phone is in the number 2 search position and typically sends callers to voicemail after 4 unanswered rings, then you will want to set the number of rings for that location to no more than 3, in order to prevent callers from being sent to your mobile voicemail. Simultaneous Ring allows you to configure up to 10 additional phone numbers that will all ring at the same time a call is received on your main office phone number. Whichever number you pick up on is where the call is sent. Begin by clicking Edit. Now decide if you want it activated on all incoming calls or if you only want it activated when you are not currently in a call. Begin adding in the additional devices you want to ring by clicking Add. Type in the telephone number and click Save. Continue to add devices until you have them all complete. You can add up to 10 unique phone numbers in the phone list, keeping in mind that you can enter in a 4-digit extension for numbers within your company, a 10-digit number for local calls, and a 10-digit number for long-distance calls. When you have added all the devices you want, click Save in the lower corner. You can toggle this service on or off at any time you wish. As a side note, please remember again that your voicemail pickup looks the same to Simultaneous Ring as when you answer the phone, so you always set your managedIP phone to have the least amount of rings before voicemail pickup. For example, if your mobile phone and home phone are listed in the simultaneous ringing list, and both typically send callers to voicemail after 4 unanswered rings, then you will want to make sure that your managedIP phone greeting is set to answer after no more than 3 rings. This will prevent callers from being sent to external voice messaging services. For more detailed information on greetings, see the messaging section in this training video. ComPilot Express provides 4 predefined routing profiles that can customize how your incoming calls are routed. This is a very powerful tool, as it will allow you to enable different profiles through your toolbar or while on the road through your voice portal. The 4 profiles are Available in Office, Available out of Office, Busy, and Unavailable. To configure, click Edit. Available in Office profile will route calls to your desk where your phone is located. In addition, it allows you to have your calls ring another phone number at the same time, such as your cell phone, or route your calls based on your availability. We recommend that you keep the busy and no answer toggles set to have your voicemail take this call. Available out of office profile is used when you are working away from your desk. You can route callers to your voicemail or another telephone number such as your home office or cell phone. You can also have notifications of incoming calls sent to your email. The busy profile is used when you are temporarily unavailable or in a meeting. This profile can activate selective call acceptance to forward up to 3 telephone numbers or extensions to an alternative location, such as your cell phone, and route all other calls to your voicemail. You can also choose to receive an email notification when a new voicemail is received. The unavailable profile is used outside of business hours or when you are on vacation. All callers will be routed directly to your voicemail. You can program selective call acceptance to forward up to 3 numbers or extensions to another number. It also allows you to choose which greeting your caller will receive. After making any changes to your ComPilot Express settings, be sure to hit Save. This will take you back to your main screen. Here you will see a pull-down menu that allows you to change your active profile. You will also be able to change your profile in your voice portal or on your managedIP toolbar. None turns the service off so that none of the other services are affected. It is important to remember that your ComPilot Express profile will take precedence over most other call routing features, such as call forwarding, call notify, and simultaneous ring personal. For outgoing calls, the 2 most frequently used features are Speed Dial 8 and Speed Dial 100. Speed Dial 8 allows you to enter up to 8 telephone numbers that can be dialed from your telephone by pressing a single number followed by send. To configure, click Edit and type in the extension or telephone number next to the speed dial code, and then enter in a name. For this example, I will use Speed Dial Code 2 to dial ABC Company. To save the list, click Save at the bottom of the page. To dial ABC Company from your telephone, press 2 and send. Speed Dial 100 allows you to enter up to 100 telephone numbers that can be dialed from your telephone by pressing a speed dial prefix and 2-digit speed dial code, and then send. To configure, click Edit and then Add. Select the 2-digit speed code you want to assign from the pull-down list. Enter in a name in the description field, and then enter in the extension or telephone number. For this example, I am going to assign speed code 10 to XYZ customer. To add additional speed dials, continue to click Add. Once finished, click Save. To dial XYZ customer from your telephone, press #10 and send. The call control function that offers you flexibility and mobility is Remote Office. Like many of you watching this training video, I often travel with my laptop and I am away from my office phone. The Remote Office feature lets you use your managedIP Assistant toolbar or the TDS Call Manager to control virtually any telephone. This includes a mobile device, landline, or even a hotel phone that has a direct inward dial number. And it lets you appear to your callers as if you have never left the office. To configure and activate Remote Office, turn Remote Office on and then enter in the telephone number of the device you want to use, and then click Save at the bottom of the page. The first feature that Remote Office invokes is call forwarding always to your Remote Office number. So now all incoming calls to your main office number will automatically forward to the Remote Office location. While having call forward always automatically activated for you is a great feature, the most powerful benefit of the Remote Office is shown when making outbound calls. For example, the Remote Office number I entered is my home landline. Today I'm working from home and I need to make a business call to a customer outside of the United States. Rather than just dialing the number from my home telephone and incurring additional toll charges, I'm going to use my TDS Call Manager or my managedIP toolbar with Remote Office feature activated to make the outbound call. To access Call Manager, click the link at the top of the web portal. This will initiate the Call Manager window. In Call Manager, you can place outgoing phone calls. Doing this will not only display my office caller line ID to my customer, but it will also bill my office telephone account for the toll charges. In addition, I will have the call control capabilities of the Call Manager available to use during my call. Once I have entered in the telephone number in the dialed number box and hit the Enter key or click the dial button, The first thing that will happen is the call manager will alert my remote office location, meaning my home phone will ring. Once I answer my home phone, the outbound call to my customer will be initiated and I will hear a ring back. From this point forward, the call manager now works exactly as if I'm in my office using my office telephone. My customer will receive the call with my office calling line ID, and any toll charges will be billed to my office number because all my home number saw was an incoming call. We all know how to check voicemail messages when sitting at our desk, but what about when we are not in the office? One option is to dial our office number, provided that we don't have any Find Me, Follow Me features enabled. Wait for the greeting to start, press the star key, and then enter in the mailbox ID and password. Another way is to dial your voice portal remote access number and enter in your mailbox ID and password. The alias feature takes voice portal remote access one step further by allowing you to enter in a phone number that the system will automatically recognize as you. To configure, click Edit and then click Add. For this example, I'm going to add my 10-digit mobile phone number and also my home telephone number. Then click Save. Now, when I dial my voice portal remote access number from my mobile or home phone, the system will take me directly to my voicemail inbox, only prompting for a password. Please note, if you wish to have the system automatically log you in without entering a password, see this section on Voice Portal Auto Login. If the auto login feature is enabled, anytime you access your voicemail system or call your voice portal remote access number from a number listed in your aliases, you will automatically be logged into your voicemail box. This is extremely convenient when you're traveling on the road and do not want to fumble with multiple digits. Click Edit, check the auto login box, and hit Save. The distribution list option provides users within the same group or company the ability to send a voice message to multiple recipients at the same time. To configure, click Edit. You can add up to 15 voicemail distribution lists with an unlimited amount of users in each list. For example, if I wanted to create a sales team distribution list, I would first scroll to the correct list number, enter the name in the description field, and then click Add to enter in an extension. Continue to click Add for additional extensions. Click Save to finish. To send out a voicemail to the sales distribution list, I can log into my voicemail system, choose Record a Message, and then select Distribution List as the destination. Press the number corresponding to the sales distribution list, and then select Send. If members of the distribution list also have voicemail to email enabled, they will get a copy of the voicemail sent in a WAV file attachment to their email. The Greetings feature allows you to set the number of rings the caller hears before being sent to your voicemail box. Do this by using the pull-down menu and selecting the number of rings. Be sure to hit Save on the page if you make any changes. In addition, by clicking Edit, you can upload a personalized WAV file to use as your greeting. We recommend that you record your greeting through your voice portal. Your managedIP service offers different types of greetings. The busy greeting is played to callers anytime you have Do Not Disturb activated or when your ComPilot Express setting is set to busy or unavailable. The no answer greeting will be the default for all other occasions. You can also record and activate up to 3 alternative no answer greetings. For example, vacation, out of office, or alternative contacts. You can also choose to use the system default greeting in conjunction with your recorded name. As you have in the past, you can record your name and greeting over the telephone by dialing into your voicemail system. For those of you with a USB or analog microphone, however, you can record your greetings on your personal computer and upload them to your voicemail system. This will provide you with an easy way to manage and activate your greetings. In order to successfully upload a greeting, a specific file format must be used, which can easily be created using Windows Sound Recorder or a similar auto editor. To upload your greeting, select the greeting type, click Browse to locate your file, and then click Upload. For specific file formats, please refer to your administrator. The voice management section packs a powerful tool for your managed IP service that helps integrate your email with your voice portal. Let's click Edit to set up and edit this option. The first voice messaging feature that you can activate is email notification of new voicemail messages. You can activate this feature by clicking on the box and entering a valid email address. You will receive an email containing the caller line ID of the caller that left you the message, along with the date and timestamp of that message. For users with standard cell phones, contact your provider as many times they can give you an email address to use that will notify you via SMS text messaging. If you would like to receive this information, as well as the actual voice message, you will want to enable the Email Voice Message Carbon Copy option. Now you will receive an email with a WAV file attachment that can be played on any personal computer or mobile device that supports WAV files. This is a great way to archive your voicemail messages and also forward the messages to anyone with an email address. Please note, if this option is enabled, it is not necessary to have the voicemail notify option enabled as well. The Transfer on Zero to Phone Number feature is a great way to connect your callers to another party in the event of your absence or in an emergency. To activate, turn the feature on and enter in a valid extension or phone number. Be sure to mention the zero out in your voice message recording. For example, if I'm going to be on vacation for the next 2 weeks and I want callers to have the option of contacting my backup directly, I would activate this feature, enter in the phone number for my backup, and record a no-answer greeting instructing callers that if they need to speak to someone now, to press 0. They will then be transferred to my backup. Finally, the voice management toggle is set up to route busy and unanswered calls to your voicemail and to notify you on your phone with the message indicator light. We recommend that you do not change this setting. This concludes the multimedia training video on the TDS Managed IP web portal. We hope you enjoy the power of your new TDS Managed IP solution. Sign up for the Managed IP user group to receive ongoing tips on ways to increase your productivity and tips to make your job easier. Remember, if you need further instructions, access the TDS Managed IP support site at support.tdsmanagedip.com. Thank you.